Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I would like to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Hadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone, rule well and teach well. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect out there in the one-third remnant, which consists of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. I'm the Akiah Montazah, flowing in the spirit before plantation. Hey, another day to get this daily bread. Another day prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great. Okay? And, you know, today, just, you know, just woken up and my spirit was just, when I wake up, I try to, my best to hear their voice, the correct voice, because sometimes we should tongue trying to fuck with you, but you gotta have good discernment. The Lord gotta give you that gift. But what I heard, as I was moving around getting myself together, I heard that it is better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting. So, so why not? Why not come on and, flow through the spirit with it? Okay? So, this is Ecclesiasticus 7, and we're going to start at the top, and you see it says, wisdom and folly contrasted. It says, a good name is better than precious ornament, and the day of death, a good name is better than precious ornament, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. So, the Lord going into, hey, a good reputation is more better than, you know, uh, like what it say, NLT, costly perfume. Okay? And the Lord is saying, the day you die is better than the day you born. Why? Because when you come here in this earth, man, you finna come around all type of wickedness, all type of, you're gonna experience hell, you know. And that's what I say. When we leave this earth, and go back to our Maker, we ain't suffering. We in a void. We up there in the heavens in the spiritual realm. Okay, not going to work, not doing nothing, just waiting to be to get your turn to come back down here and go through your judgment. Cause ultimately that's all it is. We just coming here for what we did in our past life. Okay, but that's why it's so important when you come back into this earth. Hey, you supposed to wake up and remember. But ultimately, it's up to Yahweh by Shema Shai, who do the waking up, 821 call, like how about Shema Shai. Okay, so it said in a day of death, then a day of one's birth. Okay, it is, and then this is my point. It said it is better to go to the house of mourning than go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living way. So, and it said, and the living will lay it to his heart. So it's an NLT, a little sum it up, but it's saying, it said, but better to spend your time at funerals than at parties. After all, everyone dies, so the living should take this to the heart. Hey, the Lord basically saying, hey, we supposed to be mourning here. We're supposed to be walking around here and they trying to kick it, trying to have fun. Not the Lord didn't say that you can't. He said it's better to be in the house of mourning. Basically sighing and crying. And what they do at funerals, sigh and cry. Our people dying daily on the high mass level, because of what they not seeking the Lord. They dying at an early age. Okay. But at the same time, we're supposed to be sighing and crying against the wickedness that be done in this place. And we can get that. Ezekiel 9:4. Okay, it says, and the Lord said, unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. Okay, crying for what? All the abominations that be done in the midst. Okay, what's going on in the earth? Everybody robbing, everybody killing, everybody stealing, everybody committing adultery. Everybody's not living by, the laws and statute and commandment to the best of their ability. They live into their own understanding. Okay? And guess what the Lord say? So like, guess what the Lord say? The Lord said, hey, Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. What's going to happen when you lean unto your own understanding? Judgment. Okay, you supposed to trust in the Lord with all thy heart. And that word heart goes to your mind, which means lob in Hebrew. Okay, so you're supposed to trust in the Lord with all your mind. Not lean on your own understanding. Then when you get in trouble, you want to call on the Lord. Hey, but the Lord got some for those like they're, that ain't, waking up and giving all praises when they first wake up and they breathe air, see everything still like it had was before you went to sleep. Not the Lord looking at you if you're not in the spirit of that sighing and crying. Okay. Well, reading again, it said Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. It said, be not wise in thy own eyes, fear the Lord Yahweh and depart from evil. Because what the Lord say is better when you die than when you born here. Okay? Because when you born here, guess what? Evil, nothing but evil's around here. So that's why we gotta trust in the Lord with all our heart. And we gotta, in all thy ways, we gotta acknowledge him. Whatever. If someone do something for you or give you something, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shah, all praise to the Most High. Okay? And his son. Okay? Not, oh, thank you, neighbor. Or, you tell them thank you, or whatever, but all praise go to Yahweh Shema Shah at the end of the day. And that's why I say, going back into this Ezekiel 9 and 4, hey, the men that signed and crying, hey, the Lord said set a mark up on their forehead, and their mark is going into exemption. Okay? There's two different marks in this book. You got the mark, which is right here. Salakia. We're gonna look it up. What did it say?
Strong's H8420.
Tav. Desire mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. So that's what's going on right now to this day. The Lord watching everybody who's sighing and crying, who ready to get the Lord know if you want to get up out of here. The Lord know if you truly, standing on all 10 with him. He know. Like I say, the Lord said he know the numbers on your head. So you better be sighing and crying. But guess what? What it say? What it say? It says, verse 5, and to the other he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So you see, the Lord said, kill them all. But come not near the ones that got that mark of exemption. So we're going to witness a lot of things, y'all. We're going to witness a lot. And that's where we have to, prepare our minds. So that's why the Lord said, what? That's why we got to continue to meditate and be in these scriptures daily. You know, my favorite scripture right here. But all these scriptures my favorite. Some of them bitter, some of them sweet. And you need them both. Just as Joshua 1 and 7. It said, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whatsoever thou goest. Okay? So, like the Lord just said right here, uh, we got to be strong and very courageous, you know what I'm saying, so we can observe to do according to the law. Okay? We got to be careful to obey all the instructions, because these instructions are heavy. So that's why you got to walk with wisdom. You got to let wisdom meet you in every thought. Okay? That's why the Lord said in the Proverbs 3, trust in the Lord with all your mind, with all the heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. Because when you think you know it, and you ain't eating this roll, this bitter and this sweet roll, oh my Lord, you finna realize that you need a power. Okay? Because that's how it always be. The Lord always, man, whoop everybody ass until, you know, and then everybody want to, you know, call the Lord once they get their ass whooped. But then after the ass whooping don't hurt no more, they go back to doing the bullshit. Okay? But that's why, you know, the book just told us, hey, we got to be careful to do everything that's in the law. Because a lot of people don't know what they're going through, you know, but, you know, us hopeful, elect, sincere ones, Akim and Akwaf, hey, you know, through Apostle Tahar and Gabar, Aramlah, Rakah, and those great bishops that's up under them, okay, like, these men are walking in, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, all this studying, all that diligent, you know, that comes with, you know, them being in a higher spot. Hey, that's why we say double honors to those men, because, hey, we learning from these men. And where they getting their information from? They not trusting in their own, leaning on their own understanding. You know, though they men, but at the same time, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai speaking through these men. Okay? And that's why they say right here, you know, for the ones that's not sighing and crying, this is what you should be doing. It said, this, Joshua 1 and 8, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Come on now. Like, it's plain Jane. Like, the Lord just told us to study the book of instruction continually, meditate on it day and night, so you will be sure to obey everything written in it. Only then you will prosper and succeed in all you do. And I can tell you, and this quick testimony, I know for a fact, when I wasn't reading and when I wasn't studying and when I wasn't watching the apostles, man, it was hell. It's still hell. Don't get it wrong. But I feel the Lord's words more true and alive, like living water, like flowing from a spring. So, you know, that's why I say when you lean on your own understanding, that's when everything it clears up everything from what you're going through with your brother, your mother, your cousin, your kids. Just everything in life. There's nothing new up under the sun. Okay? And let me get back right here to that Ecclesiasticus. Cause like this the whole point. You know what I'm saying? I was just flowing through the spirit. It said it is better to go to the house, Ecclesiastes 72. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men and women. When it say men, sometimes yeah, it's women too. And the living will lay to his heart. Verse 3, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart, which is the mind in Hebrew log, is made better. Okay? It said the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of the fool is in the house of mirth. So it said NLT, it said a wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time. So hey, that's how we know these cheat codes. Who the fuck we dealing with? Who the hell you around? You know? You know what I'm saying? Salaki for the, the provocative. But hey, that's just how the fuck it is right now. Like for me, cause hey, I feel so great that I'm studying and meditating, you know what I'm saying, every day. Like it helps me be that better version of me, giving all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah for everything. Just if I'm around a person, I use wisdom instead of, going off being a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like how you used to be. Hey, and I'm thankful that Yahweh Shema Shah allowed this understanding to flow down from the heavens right here. And I pray and hope that Yahweh Shema Shah keep that circling around me and you sincere Akim and Aqua. Okay? Because this thing is this thing is serious. When you walk outside, you see Yahweh. You see his creation. But everybody wanna have a good time though. And that's what we're not coming into. We're coming into a time of trouble. And there's gonna be another video, your Lord willing. But like I say, it's better to go to the house of feasting. I mean, it's better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. Salakia, God. Shaitan, trying to get my words slip. So, that's the point though. Lord willing, like I say, you sincere Akim, Aqua was edified through the Spirit. Hey, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of the fool is in the house of mirth. Get right, Israel. Lord finna jack shit up. Alright? So, with that, I would like to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, rule well and teach well, peace and love to the hopeful elect and the 1/3 remnant. Till the next time, Yahweh Ratazah, hey, Shalom.